What would happen if everyone you've ever masturbated to were in the same room? Room? You mean stadium? I see you have internet access. I'd probably start masturbating. Suddenly I realize I have a type. Edit. So some have been asking, what is my type? Thing is, never thought I had one until this question. Because the people I have been interested in have varied greatly over the years, including age, race, hair color, complexion, etc. But, overwhelmingly, male, blonde, 5'7" to 5'11", stocky. Tattoos are a bonus but not necessary. And is a doofus, slightly moronic dingbat, etc. Stack of anime pictures appears in room. That room would be, on average, quite attractive. If they don't know why they're in the room, okay if they do. I'm probably dead. Imagine not knowing why, and everyone has to figure out what they have in common. You are that mole who has to misdirect them as long as you can. Best game show idea ever. Edit. Thank you for the silver. Half of us have been in porn. That has to mean something. Right. Quote. I wouldn't jump to conclusions. You can find all sorts of patterns in a small sample size. 800 is a small sample size. Also, you, and only you, seem to know a lot of the women here. Sure, it's suspicious that a lot of the people here consist of women I've worked with, went to school with, my older sister's friends that slept over when I was 12, and film stars that did nude scenes from 1999 to 2004. But how do you explain sweet, old Mrs. Jenkins? And what about you, Chuck? Let's be reasonable, guys. Quote. Well, I did text you that picture of my butt in a thong one time to make you think it was your high school crush, who seems to be here 123 times in various outfits and planes of reality. And everyone knows Mrs. Jenkins has an ass that won't quit. Get him. Quote. Edit. Grammar in part 2. Okay, most of you have turned against me, but I can tell some of you aren't ready to take out the pitchforks just yet. Michelle, we're strictly platonic friends. Why would you be here? That's so silly. Head of my friend Rachel on the body of my friend Hannah. Surely there's some reason nature has contorted you together into one unholy yet heavenly package. And it has nothing to do with this reflection of myself when I look good after a shower. Me. You know me better than anyone. And luckily, you can't talk. That's what's so damn sexy about you. Sims character with a bootleg nude patch. Old friend, do you really believe this craziness or are you just mad I forgot to put a ladder in your pool? Drawing of boobs on a receipt. Okay, I gotta get out of here. That was a good read. Check-in Russian porn stars struggling to chat with my workmates. We're gonna need a bigger room, monsieur. Ooh, somebody's got a shark fetish. What I like best about this idea is that there'd be real people and cartoon people like it's XXX. Roger Rabbit. This is a good question. Would voices become people or stay disconnected? How about words on a page? If I jacked it to Lincoln 2012, would it be Lincoln himself or Daniel Day-Lewis in character? Leans an Emancipation Proclamation. The fire department would be called for an occupancy violation. Sorry, they're busy in my room, monsieur. I think all my friends would wonder where their mums had gone. I would have to say all you lovely ladies are probably wondering why you're here with me and Ryan Reynolds. Jokes on up. That's every high school boy every day of high school. Jesus Christ, I now remember this one guy classmate I have when I was in first year. I caught him jerking off a few times during our general science class. We weren't even discussing anatomy that time. We were discussing earth science. O_O. Our earth porn. I know. I am one lol. My sister is going to wonder why my aunt is there. Granny's delighted to get the family back together again though. I am hoping there would be an orgy. So many people have said this, yet most of us as a horny middle schooler we probably beat it to a crush, and the op said they don't age so many mirrors. I love me. For a sec I thought you said so many minors and was getting my downvote button ready. approach the animated ones. For science, I'd make a speech about life which is extremely short. Then try to persuade them to turn this room into orgy. Roll a charisma check with disadvantage. Do they age? As a 50-plus Redditor, some of the laureates of my early faps must be wrinkly. They appear in the same way as when you beat it to them. You've helped many older Redditors get their rocks off without worry. Although on the flip side there's the girls that made their way into my fantasies as a 12-year-old boy, and I ain't trying to get the FBI all up in this room, monsieur. Then don't beat it to FBI agents. This is not complicated. They wouldn't know I masturbated to them, right? Yeah, they don't know. Well, about to find out. Unzips. Power move. You might be wondering why I gathered you here today. Unzips. I'd have my hands full. A huge, sloppy fuckfest. My vag would be pounded so raw that after the first hour I would need a transplant. Well, you just earned yourself a spot in my room, monsieur. Yeah, my wife had a UT scoop about 3 years ago, so now she can ram ham with the best of them. What now? Hashtag HESAIDUTEYSCOOP. I would hate to have my ex-wife and boyfriend in the same room, among other things. I don't like your comment in combination with your username. I appreciate your concern. Family reunion, yay. Asterisk guitar riff asterisk Sweet Home Alabama. Hopefully the walls could break outwards. Otherwise, around the halfway point it would look like a room full of Hamburger Helper. Holy shit, I thought I was the only one who jerked it to Hamburger Helper. It costs you $0 not to say that. Spontaneous ejaculation. Well, the dead ex-wife might put a damper on things for a minute, but I am sure we'd make do. I also choose this guy's dead wife. I suppose you're all wondering why I've gathered you here today. Baba O'Reilly riff starts playing. Asterisk out here in the fields asterisk. They would all get the chance to masturbate me. Oh, how the tables have turned. I am die. The girl next door would question why the horse was there. I would also question that. Damn, if only I were in there with them. I'm missing out on a sexy room, monsieur. A lot of porn stars. Like a lot. Quick jerk off to yourself just to be safe. I love how you guys are all my high school crushes and porn stars, lol. Nah mate. I'd have them. Old cutouts from magazines. That middle-aged French woman who looked at me once. Some sofa beds. My mailman's voice. Most of the Witcher cast. A few bus drivers. That shy girl in the office. A fresh glass of lemonade on a hot day, etc., etc. Out of curiosity, how hard do I have to hit my head to be able to get turned on by a glass of lemonade? I was just about to ask that, but not as a why not. Fuck it, I'll fuck it. Just real quick, would I get one Danny DeVito? Or a whole room of Danny DeVitos? Need to know about his alter egos as well. I hope they're separate. Each individual character would appear. Dude, I already live with my sister. Suddenly the room explodes from the thousands of bodies that suddenly appeared within it. Body parts and viscera go flying as well as whatever the walls were made of. I stare in horror at the carnage and never want to jerk it again. Unless, sigh, unzips. Our moms would be so mad, dude. Asterisk R, asterisk, communism. Well, my wife's been wanting to meet up with her sisters lately. So at least one positive thing may come of it. I'ma need a Costco. Lots of Americans are now wondering why they're in Rio de Janeiro. But I bet they'll enjoy the 40 degrees Celsius here. Hey, can you masturbate to me real quick? I need a vacation. Okay, give me half an hour. Damn, trying to flex on us, aren't you? No, the internet is just that shitty in Rio. There would be so much ass in that room, monsieur. The room would turn from 3D to 2D. Let's do this after I hydrate. My studio apartment would collapse into the garage it's built upon. Most of the cast of Marvel Avengers would presumably be confused but okay with hanging out with their coworkers, friends, lol. Maybe 3 people I actually know. Some random thoughts on the internet, and then a shit ton of anime characters. Now, here's the question. Do fake characters get transported as well? That I want to know. I'd be willing to jack off to anime characters for the sole purpose of transporting them to the real world. Add some catgirls. Elon Musk is taking too long. I've had a good think about this and decided that cartoons or animations would come to life as real people for this room. I'd realize my taste is so bad that I put the off in jerk off. I will met a lot of celebrities and some females friends. If they know why they're here, I'm fucked. Greater than I'm fucked. No, you won't be. We'd all drown in fluid. I'd ask Tenya Iida, Kakashi Hatake, Shoto Todoroki, Goku, Vegeta, Soldier 76, Victor Nikiforov, Ejiro Kirishima, Denki Kaminari, and Mezzo Shoji. What in God's green earth are you all doing in my bedroom? Quote, edit. Just that's all good. I am 18 years old. The BNHA characters I mentioned are all currently 16, which is within the 5-year range. You know some of these are minor, right? Right. 2 of them are also alien monkey men and 1 is a ninja assassin with a magical mind-reading eye. Excuse me, that's 1 alien monkey man and 1 alien monkey prince of Aulus Aiyans. Your mom would be crushed under the weight of 1,000 porn stars. But in your case 1,000 porn stars would be crushed under the weight of your mom. Slow clap. Well, fucking done. If the size of the room is less than the Schwarzschild radius, a black hole would for monsieur. I can go to the morgue anytime. Must be a big room, monsieur. I'm not big into porn. I'm just into big porn, chubby lovelies. I guess anime grills would finally be real. Ah yes, grills. I'd start asking all the celebrities for autographs. Optimistically an orgy, realistically shame. Are they ranked? Because I would love to know who I jerked off to the most. Now, this is a cool insight. Damn, that's a big-ass daycare. Edit JK. LMAO. I sorted by controversial to get the funniest responses. Lighten up, people. ID cry? You mean a daycare? They let Jared Fogle have Reddit in prison? Pretty sure it'd violate fire codes. Just because Flame's naked doesn't mean y'all gotta stick your dick in it. All my favorite TV show and video game characters would suddenly be alive. That's probably not good though. Make the hottest porn ever. Yeehaw family reunion. It's country time. Laughing face. Roll Tide. If my wife knew why she was there, she would come out victorious and only random body parts would remain. There can only be one. That's a good wife, TBH. How many people were in Baby Shark again? OOHHH. I don't like this one. Does this include fictional people? Any fictional people or cartoons will come to life and act as real PPL. Okay, so I now have my waifus. That's all I ever needed in my life. Thank you. Ops said they act as real people, so they probably wouldn't be interested. Sorry, sad face. He's dead now. You killed. Hi, monsieur. It's been the same guy for the last 8 years. Say if he were in the room. Most likely it would be awkward at first and then we'd be all over each other. That's gonna be a crowded room. Just the people? How do you get that teal bread award? I think that means that he masturbated to teal bread. So anybody happy to be here? Wow, it's a shame none of the guys except corrective_action came to the high school reunion. I can't imagine my sister and The Rock in the same room. Well, as the only female in the room, I like my odds. The room would explode because there are too many women to count. Family reunion. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.